you ever felt like you just needed to get away for a while? Sick of all the hustle and bustle and doing the same thing day in and day out? Close your eyes and imagine yourself sitting on a soft, sandy buttermilk beach, absorbing the soothing tropical sun rays. Rhythmic waves run across the bank, and the exact blue of the crystal-clear waters captivates your eyes. Limitless skies dotted with pillow-soft clouds contrast to the lush emerald-green rainforests and rough volcanic formations. Your entire body is at ease. This luxurious, fertile paradise is enriched with a fascinating native culture and exhilarating activities. This fabricated fantasy can become a reality. Your sanctuary is waiting for you. It is the jewel in the crown of French Polynesia. It is Bora Bora Island. As described by a current visitor, it's a short 40-minute flight from the Tahitian capital Papeete to Bora Bora, but by the time you're there, you feel as though you're in another world. Your senses are saturated as soon as you step off the plane in Moto Mute, a tiny islet home to Bora Bora's increasingly popular airport. From the plane, you make your way through the tropical open-air terminal to a jetty, where you get your first taste of the crystalline waters of this paradise location. A jet boat whisks you and your luggage away, sea sprays in your hair as the vessel whips through the salty lagoon.
People need a cultural experience, excitement to spice up life, and a place to get away from it all and relax. Hello, I am Kayla Reuter, and today I'm going to tell you how Bora Bora can fulfill all of these needs and more. I know this is the place because I've been researching to have my honeymoon there. In short, I believe everyone should go to Bora Bora. Aside from witnessing the beauty this blessed island has to offer, you can also go there to widen your cultural horizons. As the International Circuit website states, ancient folklore of 6,000 inhabitants influenced traditional song and dance, and they loved to share it with the visitors. Aside from this, you can also see firsthand how Bora Borans live by going to Vitape Village, the main village in Bora Bora. And if you're worried about a language barrier, don't be. Even though French and Tahitian are the main languages spoken, English is spoken at many different tourist attractions. Serving as a looking glass into the past are the mare and Bora Bora. These are stone constructions used for prayer and sacrifice. There are 3 main mare that you can visit on the island. First is Ahute Mare, which has a restored temple. Second, Tauru Mare, which overlooks the lagoon. And third, Maratotini Mare, which is also restored. After you've checked out the mare, you should get some food. Although local agriculture doesn't amount to much in Bora Bora, there's luckily 2 food destinations just a short ferry ride away. These are Matupi, which is known for its melon gardens, and Tahaya, which is known for its vanilla orchids, which you can see in the picture up here above. If you find yourself in Payapati, look for the restaurant on wheels, which is Les Relates. The specialty for this place is poisson cru, which is fish marinated in coconut milk and lime juice. Now doesn't that sound good? Now that we've visualized stretching our cultural boundaries, it is time to have some fun. And yes, Bora Bora offers a lot to do. If you're interested in water sports, for example, you can go snorkeling, scuba diving, water skiing, jet boat touring, windsurfing, kiteboarding, and rent some wave runners. However, if you're not a big fan of the water, there's still some stuff for you, such as 4x4 safaris, parasailing, deep-sea fishing, shark and ray feeding, hiking and climbing, lagoon excursions, horseback riding, light tackle fishing, and helicopter tours. Now, doesn't that sound fun? Just to help you imagine what it would be like, I looked for the help of Nancy Smay, a travel expert, and she would like to explain to you her 4x4 safari.
We climbed aboard, smiling at our guide and fellow explorers through layers of sunscreen. The truck rolled out onto the single 17-mile road that circles the island. Our driver introduced himself and asked if anyone had back problems. In response to our unanimous no, he smiled and advised us to hold on. We each found a grip, and within seconds, the truck turned and careened upward, following a steep angle up a rutted, muddy path, shaking violently. What had begun as fingertip holds quickly turned into white-knuckled death grips on the truck's frame as my 5 companions and I held on tightly to avoid crashing into each other during our race upward into the thick interior of Bora Bora.
Now doesn't that sound like fun? Aside from all these adventures, I think the aquascope seems like the most interesting. This is a semi-submersible watercraft that gets you up close and personal with the lagoon life in Bora Bora. As you can see here, this is the part that's underwater, and these windows are huge, like the one this woman is looking through. You can definitely see some cool things without even getting wet. After an exhilarating time in Bora Bora, you can also have some relaxation. In fact, the Bora Bora philosophy is ate pepe, which means not to worry. As you can see, everybody is relaxed and calm here. And if you still want to tour the island, I would say you should pick the minivan and bus tours. They give you an overview of the island, but it's very relaxing. Or you can arrange a picnic on the beach, like these lovers here are doing. And finally, the best thing for relaxation in Bora Bora is the massage services. Check out the Tahitian Sun Network website to view some pictures and set up your appointment. Although this destination is a dream come true, it does come with some unfortunate consequences, and the first of these is cost. In fact, hotel ranges from $300 a night for a garden view room to $1,000 a night for an overwater bungalow. That's quite a bit. But luckily, these prices are not set in stone. In fact, I found one website that stated it was only $500 a night for an overwater bungalow. So I'm sure if you shop around, you can find a good deal. Aside from this, activities are also very expensive. From the TrueTahitianVacation.com, I found that the lowest was $50 for mini bus van tours, and the highest $350 for private ATV lagoon tours. In addition, food can also be very expensive if you're continuously eating out. Aside from the lightening of your wallet, the vacation could be a slight health risk. Sunburns are common. As explained by a current visitor, be careful. The tropics are unforgiving for city folks coming from cooler countries. And if it's cloudy, be even more careful, as it makes sunburns even sneakier. Described by MD guidelines, a sunburn is a painful burning of the skin caused by overexposure to ultraviolet radiation from sun or an artificial source. And it causes premature aging of the skin, wrinkling, spotting, and sagging. And remember, you're at risk if you're in a tropical area. However, sun is better than no sun at all. And that's what can happen if you go during the wrong season, which is our third consequence. As described by the Tahitian Sun Travel Network, there are two seasons in Bora Bora, the wet season and the dry season. The wet season runs from November to April, and during this time there is 3/4 of the annual rainfall. It's often muggy and cloudy, and storms are frequent and unpredictable. So make sure that you try and go on the on-season between May and October. You can only live once, however, and these downsides should not get in your way. In fact, here's some ways to avoid them. For costs, try and find cheap hotels, go on self-guided tours, and visit the grocery store in the main village to pick up snacks. For sunburns, just practice safe behavior. Make sure you have sunglasses, a hat, and some kind of sunscreen. This is a great example. It's SPF 50, and it'll keep you very safe. Lastly, for the weather, just plan your trip according to your preference. If you want sun but don't mind a lot of people, go during the on-season for tourism, the dry season. But if you don't mind the rain and you want to avoid the masses, go during the wet season. After today, you are no longer naive on what Bora Bora has to offer you. A vacationer can experience cultural growth, thrilling adventure, and calming tranquility. The preventable downsides are high costs, severe sunburns, and poor weather. Just do as I told you and you'll be fine. I believe everyone should go to Bora Bora. And now I urge you to hop online today and start making this dream a reality. Thank you for being such a great audience.